We are a holistic, diverse ministry for the entire family, grounded in love in order to save the lost, disciple believers, build strong families, and be change agents for Christ in the community. We call ourselves Life Changers because when you connect with us, our core values of the welcome, the worship, the word, and the witness will change your life forever. Need a change? The new life experience is simply life-changing.
We're down to the last week, and I know that He's been restoring so much in your life. Now, let's deal with this final piece. Self-care. Self-care. You say, Bishop, I don't do much of that. Let me tell you this story. I decided that at the beginning of the year, I was going to do this self-care piece. I was going to, went through the holidays just before we get into the consecration. I'm going to take off. I'm going to do some reading, just going to chill for about 48 hours, get a nice hotel room, just me. I'm going to listen to some music, going to read some books. I made a mistake. I took my laptop. Guess what I did? Self-care was not happening until about the last 6 or 12 hours. I worked the whole time. Didn't do a good job trying to lower the stress and all. This week and in your life group, we're going to try to drill deeper. I hope you've seen this in your devotions and the scriptures. How do I take care of myself? How do I get to a place of mental ease? Philippians 4:8 says the best, finally, brothers and sisters, whatsoever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable. If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think on these things. Put your mind on that. There's an app that's called Calm. I have it on my watch as well. It comes up and it tells me, you know what? It's time for you to breathe. Breathe so your heart rate can come down. My heart rate is really low, but it can be lower. And I just know that it just caused me to come down. Now, we're dealing with something though. The whole country, the whole world is going through and has gone through a pandemic, and we're still not through it. Post-traumatic stress syndrome is a clear and present danger for everybody, especially those that were directly impacted. Let's drill deeper. PTSD is even a more clear and present danger for African Americans. Let me read to you just a little bit out of an article out of the USA Today, and it talks about how being black in America is killing us. It's traumatizing. Now, we come out of a country, a continent rather, that says, you know what, we made it. We made it through the Middle Passage. We made it this far. We can make it continuously. But making it and making it with peace and whole health is a whole new thing. I recently learned, I'm having some research done on my family tree. And we didn't have any data on my mother's side. So Ancestry.com, they had done it on my dad's side and got as far as they could go. Still trying to drill a little deeper. So I said, okay, pick up my mother's side. I saw that my great-great-grandfather was born 1 year after the Civil War. Amazing. Amazing. Not my great-great-great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, rather, was actually born, as my mind thinks about it. No, it wasn't a year after. It was the year the Civil War ended. That's when he was born. My mind went through the whole thought of my great-great-grandfather had to have lived a traumatic life He grew up with Civil War relics and the ramifications and Reconstruction all around him. Jim Crow. I cannot imagine how he made it, but he did. He did. We go into it, here we are, coming full circle to the article that I shared. We go through this thing of saying, as an African American, I can make it. I'm going to make it. And with Jesus, we do. But that does not eliminate the trauma we experience. So this week and in our life groups and in our devotional this week and in your journaling this week and in the morning manna, we're going to learn how to just calm down, to get some stability, to get some calmness in our life, to do some self-care, This article that I read, it says that they asked a therapist that works with black communities their professional opinion about what happens, and it says that that we're dealing with and coping with anxiety, post-insurrection sense of feeling, that racism is clear and present, and PTSD is very much a part of our lives. So I just want us to know that in our life group, let's discuss that. Let's drill deeper to that and know that restoration is a verb. It's something we're going to have to actively do, to include actively say, I'm going to prioritize self-care. Have a wonderful, wonderful life group. And I hope that these 8 weeks of drilling deep into 2021 being the year of restoration sets you up for all that God has for you in this year.